Bigtractorpower.com is following fall tillage here in western Kentucky. Today we're out in the field with a big Massey Ferguson 5200 four-wheel drive, pulling a 33-foot Massey Ferguson 820 disc fitted with 16-inch blades as it works up corn stalks. The Massey Ferguson 5200 was produced from 1989 to 1991 by McConnell for Massey Ferguson. In the 1980s, Massey Ferguson built the large 4000 series that this tractor evolved from in Brantford, Ontario. During some reorganization, the four-wheel drive line became part of the Massey Combines Corporation, and then Massey Combines Corporation sold the four-wheel drive line to Ward McConnell, and he began manufacturing McConnell Mark four-wheel drives in yellow, and then continued to produce red and silver four-wheel drives for Massey Ferguson. This 390 horsepower tractor is powered by a Cummins 855 engine. You can also order this tractor with a Detroit diesel. It features a 12-speed transmission. The transmission actually was manufactured by Versatile. In addition to using a Versatile transmission, the Massey Ferguson 5200 also utilizes a Versatile clutch. You can see the Versatile name actually stamped onto the housing for these units that make the tractor drive. The Massey Ferguson 5200 has bar axles. They are inboard planetaries, and that is a key difference between a 5200 and a McConnell Mark 1000. The yellow McConnell Mark 1000 is 425 horsepower, and it has outboard planetary. The 5200 Massey Ferguson is equivalent to the McConnell Mark 990. If you do a search on bigtractorpower.com's YouTube channel, you can see video that we filmed of a McConnell Mark 990 at the Half Century of Progress show in Rantoul, Illinois a few years ago. Massey Ferguson, and then its predecessor McConnell Mark, and then AGCO produced this design of tractor from 1979 with the 4000 series up through the AGCO Star. McConnell Mark four-wheel drives were sold in yellow and red and offered through the mid-1990s. AGCO acquired this tractor and moved production from the McConnell factory in Kingston, North Carolina to Coldwater, Ohio, where they produced the AGCO Star in silver and red models at the new Idea plant owned by the AGCO Corporation. When AGCO acquired the Challenger line from Caterpillar in 2001, the AGCO Star tractors and this design of tractor were phased out of production. But over its long production history, the key changes were the hoods, engine options, transmissions, but the tractors remain the same, just with slight modifications over that time period. And it's always exciting to see a big Massey Ferguson four-wheel drive tractor in action like this 5200. bigtractorpower.com is up in the cab of a 390 horsepower Massey Ferguson 5200 with a Cummins 855 engine. You can get a view of the field, and it's pulling a 33-foot Massey Ferguson 820 disc, working under some corn stalks. Massey Ferguson was well noted for its very large and spacious cabs. It was among the largest in the industry, and they marketed this feature against John Deere, Steiger, Versatile, Case, White, and other tractor manufacturers, just showing how much space they had. When McConnell began production of Massey Ferguson, they actually took one of these tractors to the Empire Farm Days in New York State, and they installed a phone in the cab, and people lined up all over the farm show to climb up in the cab and call a loved one or friends, and this really helped the company draw attention to what their cab had to offer as people climbed in to take a look at the tractor and make that phone call. The AGCO Star four-wheel drive evolved directly from this Massey Ferguson 5200 design. When production moved to Coldwater, Ohio at the new Idea plant owned by AGCO, the main changes that AGCO made were the color of the paint to silver. There were some Massey Ferguson models in red available under the AGCO Star brand. But they changed the hood and they put a cap on the top of the roof to make it look a little more aerodynamic. But that was the only key change between the tractor. The rest of it remained the same. There was a 8360, an 8425 AGCO Star, 425 and 360 horsepower. They offered Cummins and Detroit diesel engine options, just like this 5200 Massey. The only other change was that Massey offered a 3-point hitch, and AGCO did not carry that 3-point hitch option over to the AGCO Star design. We hope that you've enjoyed this bigtractorpower.com video about the Massey Ferguson 5200 four-wheel drive paired up here with a Massey Ferguson 820 disc. This is what our channel is all about. We love filming all the big equipment, but when you can find classic iron like this, a tractor and a brand-specific disc together, it's a rare sight these days and very exciting to see. You may recognize this field from a film that we did earlier on corn harvest with a Lexion 570 and a 16-row corn head, so you can check that out on our channel. If you'd like to see more bigtractorpower.com videos, visit our website where you can find a direct link to over 1,000 videos on YouTube of farm equipment in action. And you can link directly to our Facebook page where we share pictures of big farm equipment and farm equipment history on a daily basis, just like this Massey Ferguson 5200. Thank you for watching.